Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Wolverhampton Wanderers want Amad Diallo of Man United on loan in January. Amad Diallo has not kicked a ball for Manchester United this season, but it's not stopping clubs from targeting him for a January loan deal. Amad sustained a knee injury during the preseason tour that curtailed his bid to impress manager Erik and convince him to keep him at Old Trafford this season rather than send him back out on loan. The Ivorian is working his way back to fitness and is now back on the grass, but is yet to join team training, the final step before playing again. Last week, rumors emerged of Leicester City rekindling their summer interest in Amad, and they will be competing with Wolverhampton Wanderers if a new report is to be believed. According to footballtransfers.com, Wolves have already contacted the Old Trafford club over the possibility of a loan deal for the 21-year-old, having scouted the player during the reign of Nuno Espirito Santo back in 2021. Also, they missed out on the starlet at that point, with Atalanta accepting Man United's 21 million euros for the player. Wolves have continued to follow Amad and even made an approach for him in 2022 following his loan spell at Rangers. Whether or not the flying winger will be made available by United is an interesting question. At the start of the season, he looked to be fourth or fifth in the right wing pecking order at the club, behind Antony, Jadon Sancho, Ilanga, and arguably Facundo Pellistri. However, Ilanga moved to Nottingham Forest, and Sancho is expected to leave on loan himself in January after falling out with Ten Hag. Meanwhile, Antony is struggling for form, and Pellistri does not seem fancied by Ten Hag, who, despite all the other issues, has given him just 291 minutes of football all season. Amad set the championship alight last season during his loan stint at Sunderland, and the stars could now be aligning for him to make his push for the United first team. At 21, both he and Pellistri are at or close to the make or break age for young talent at United, and the crisis at the club could offer the perfect time for a showdown between the two to see which, if either, will make the grade. This could leave Wolves and Leicester disappointed when the transfer window opens in January. Another defender now more likely than Harry Maguire to seal a transfer out of Man United in January. Manchester United could be set to sell Raphael Varane to a club in the Saudi Pro League in this January's transfer window, with Harry Maguire now seen as increasingly likely to stay at Old Trafford. Sources with a close understanding of the situation have informed Cout Offside that Man United would be ready to consider the right offer for Varane, who is attracting interest from the PIF group of Saudi clubs, meaning he could end up at any one of Al Ahly, Al Hilal, Al Nasser, or Al Ittihad, depending on who needs him most. A host of big names moved to Saudi Arabia in the summer, with Cristiano Ronaldo starting this trend when he joined Al Nasser almost a year ago, after also leaving United. The Red Devils are keen to make a centre-back a priority for 2024, and while it had previously seemed like Maguire could be the obvious choice to leave, that is no longer the case, as the player remains keen to fight for his place in Erik Ten Hag's squad, whereas Varane is understood to have expressed a desire to try a new challenge. The Frenchman has been a solid performer since his move from Real Madrid a couple of years ago, but it also seems pretty clear that he is no longer at the peak of his powers, and MUFC have identified some younger centre-backs as potential replacements. Man United winger Alejandro Garnacho avoids FA punishment over social media post. Manchester United winger Alejandro Garnacho has escaped punishment from the Football Association over a social media post about teammate Andre Onana. The 19-year-old got in trouble when he posted a photograph celebrating Onana's penalty save in their Champions League win over Copenhagen last month. The image was accompanied by two gorilla emojis, which sparked criticism from fans who considered it offensive. Garnacho quickly deleted the post, but Onana later also defended his teammate on Instagram. He said, "People cannot choose what I should be offended by. I know exactly what Garnacho meant, power and strength. This matter should go no further." However, the FA conducted an investigation and have decided not to take any disciplinary action against the youngster. Garnacho is lucky to escape punishment after his social media post about Onana. Footballers have received punishment in the past for their actions deemed offensive. For example, ex-United star Edinson Cavani was banned for 3 matches and fined £100,000 for referring to a friend as Negrito, meaning thanks little black, below his Instagram post. Manchester City ace Bernardo Silva was also fined and banned for a game after posting a controversial social media post regarding his teammate Benjamin Mendy. Garnacho clearly meant no harm with his post, but when you are a famous footballer, people notice everything you do on and off the pitch. The 19-year-old should be more careful to stay away from trouble in the future. Marcus Rashford hits out at Man United fan channel on malicious rumors over his future. Manchester United star Marcus Rashford has criticized a popular fan channel for spreading malicious rumors over his future at the club. The England international has had a difficult start to the campaign, and he was recently absent from the matchday squad to face Fulham on the road. Rashford picked up a leg injury in the lead-up to the West London trip. He travelled with the team, but did not pass the late fitness test before the game. On Monday, the United Stand published a video on their YouTube channel titled "Rashford's Future in Doubt," with a contributor questioning his commitment. This did not go well with the 26-year-old, who responded on their X, formerly Twitter, account. He posted, "Please stop spreading malicious rumors." Rashford had a sensational 22-23 season with United, scoring 30 goals and providing 11 assists. He had struggled to replicate the same level of performances this term. The club graduate has scored on just one occasion while providing 3 assists. This has contributed to United's disappointing start to the current season. Barring Bruno Fernandes, the rest of the attackers have been unconvincing. Rashford is going through a rough patch, but Rasmus Højlund and Antony also need to step up. They have yet to score in the top-flight campaign. Hopefully, United's forwards will return to scoring way soon. Rashford, in particular, needs to recapture his form for the Red Devils from last season. United face Copenhagen in a crucial Champions League group stage clash tonight. Rashford could be available to start on the left wing. The Red Devils have picked up only 3 points from as many group games. They need a victory in Denmark to boost their round of 16 qualification hopes. Jadon Sancho has been removed from the Manchester United WhatsApp group. Jadon Sancho has been axed from Manchester United WhatsApp group, according to The Sun. Manager Erik and his staff use the popular messaging platform to send information to the players ahead of games and training sessions, but the 23-year-old has been removed. Sancho has already been suspended from the first team and barred from training after publicly calling out the Man United boss on social media platform X in September. The former Borussia Dortmund star defended himself after Ten Hag claimed he was dropped from the matchday squad that faced Arsenal due to his poor attitude in training. Sancho has since taken off the post on social media, but is yet to apologize to the manager, despite the best efforts of his teammates, staff and top brass at the Old Trafford club to convince him. Ten Hag barred him from using all first-team facilities, including the canteen. His food is taken across to the academy section, where he has also changes in his own dressing room. He has now been taken off the WhatsApp group, and it appears there is no way back for him as far as applying for Man United goes. Sancho is expected to leave in January, and he will not be short of suitors from the look of things. He has already been linked with a return to Dortmund, while Juventus are reportedly keen. Some Premier League clubs could also be interested in recruiting his services, as his huge potential cannot be denied, even though he has struggled to impress since returning to England to join Man United in 2021. Sancho will be desperate to prove himself elsewhere, but he may need to grow up first and sort out his attitude given some of the complaints about him in training and off the pitch. Man United interested in signing Goncalo Inacio, but Real Madrid have joined the race. Manchester United are set to face competition from Real Madrid in the race to sign Portuguese defender Goncalo Inacio. According to O Jogo, the Red Devils have been long-term admirers of the centre-back and they were linked with him during last summer's transfer window. Inacio ended up signing a new contract at Sporting Lisbon to increase his release clause to 60 million euros, but he is still expected to leave. Ojogo claimed that United and Real Madrid are both interested in the talented central defender, but Sporting are in no rush to sell him. The club plan to hold out for his buyout clause and won't accept any add-ons to make up for the figure. Last winter, Tottenham Hotspur signed Pedro Porro on loan with an obligation to buy. Sporting have no interest in a similar transfer proposal. United have been regularly linked with the Portuguese for the past year, but they are yet to make a formal proposal to sign him from Sporting. There could be interest, but as things stand, the club have Antonio Silva, Jean-Claire Todibo and Edmond Tapsoba ahead of him in their wish list. In our view, the speculation is agent-driven. Inacio shares the same agency as Bruno Fernandes. They are probably looking to bring him to Old Trafford. Whatever the case, United seem unlikely to splash the cash until the summer, considering they are in a difficult situation with financial fair play. The Red Devils are unlikely to consider a high-profile permanent sale in January. United will certainly wait until the summer to spend big once more. Manchester United and Arsenal eye Federico Chiesa transfer. Despite the much-anticipated pairing of Dusan Vlahovic and Federico Chiesa at Juventus, consistent joint play time has eluded them. Federico Chiesa in particular has garnered attention from Premier League giants Manchester United and Arsenal. The potential of a dynamic duo at Juventus involving Dusan Vlahovic and Federico Chiesa has been a topic of much excitement. However, the reality has been marred by a lack of continuity, originating from a strong bond during their time at Fiorentina. Both talents reunited at Juventus with high expectations. Unfortunately, injuries have plagued this partnership, with Chiesa's extended absence and Vlahovic's recent groin issues limiting their collaboration on the field. As Juventus faces Fiorentina, a match charged with significance for both players, Vlahovic is set to be a substitute, leaving Chiesa to potentially pair with Keane. This matchup comes at a time when transfer market speculation looms large over the club. Juventus has openly stated that no player is beyond the transfer discussions, which includes Chiesa, who is seen as a key asset in Turin. Renowned journalist Akram Connor has reported that both Manchester United and Arsenal maintain a keen interest in Chiesa, with his contract discussions underway to potentially extend beyond 2025. Chiesa's proficiency in English and his ambition for a Premier League play could influence a significant career move. Although he currently focuses on his role at Juventus and his return to Franchi as a starting player, the end of the season may prompt a pivotal evaluation of this trajectory. Juventus' strategy involves strengthening Chiesa's position to command a higher transfer fee should an offer arise. As one of the most prized talents in the squad, Chiesa's future is a subject of intricate planning by Juventus, aligning their financial interest with the player's career aspirations. Chelsea join race to sign Manchester United target as possible Thiago Silva replacement. Chelsea have joined the race to sign Nice star and reported Man United target Jean-Claire Todibo. During the summer transfer window, Todibo was on the radar of United and was tipped to come in as Harry Maguire's replacement. United accepted a bid from West Ham for Maguire, but the Englishman's move to the London Stadium eventually collapsed because of a failure to arrive at an agreement over personal terms. As a result, a switch from League One to Old Trafford from Todibo never materialized, although it's understood the Red Devils still retain an interest in him. this season. United have struggled in the defensive department primarily due to injuries to key players including Luke Shaw, Malacia, Wan-Bissaka and Martinez. Raphael Varane and Sergio Reguilon have also been in and out of the team due to different physical setbacks. Ten Hag has repeatedly blamed injuries for United struggles on the pitch this term. Todibo has started the season with knees extremely well. His side currently sits at the top of France's top flight, a point above reigning champions Paris Saint-Germain. Francesco Farioli's men remain unbeaten in 11 games. They have only conceded 4 goals, partly due to Todibo's prowess at the back, according to The Sun. United are not the only admirers of Todibo. Chelsea have apparently identified the 23-year-old as the best alternative to come in place of Thiago Silva in the event the Brazilian departs Stamford Bridge at the end of the campaign. Silva's current contract with the Blues expires in a few months. Chelsea are keen on extending his terms, but the 39-year-old's boyhood club Fluminense are trying to convince him to join their ranks. The Sun states that amidst all this, Todibo has been informed by Nice there is a strong likelihood he will be sold in 2024. The French outfit are keen to cash in, while the centre-back's performances are attracting attention in Europe. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.